extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now Ryan on second down. Right side complete to Butler. And down he'll go at the 25. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's got his man Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. Now Gordon on first down. No gain on the play there, second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you? Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much. And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. Play action. It's Ryan. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. I don't know about you, but I haven't met a receiver yet that doesn't like to run post routes. And Odell Beckham Jr., he loves post routes, doesn't he? He really does, and I think the reason he's so successful with them, as we just saw there, is the intensity with which he runs the route. I mean, even when you know it's coming and you're covering it well, his intensity seems to win the day for him. On second down, here's Ryan. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that. They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Evan Ingram from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the wrong pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now a play fake. Wentz.
Devolution.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Ryan. That's going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Melvin Gordon punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, here's Fournette. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Here's a give to Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Let's go. Great.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Shotgun now for Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On 2nd down, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the... Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Fournette, and an alley to run. And he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They go play action here on 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Dontari Poe able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Escapes the defender. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. And Gano's kick is right through. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
11. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Ndamukong Suh breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Play action. Ryan. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Bryce Butler, 49 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
A handoff to Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Into the red zone. Wentz. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
They're going to try and run. And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. To throw on second down. Ryan. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Fournette, a first down carry. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down. Working from the gun, Wentz, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Wentz going to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Throwing now is Wentz. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, look at the Jew. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. On first down, Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it again with Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Wentz. He's going to air one out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jump by Robert Alford. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jonnu Smith, 71 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Throwing now is Ryan. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dontari Poe in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Wentz. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Ryan wants to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Wentz to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.
Ayy, ayy, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and I was by the stove. Big inside this cases once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich.